Hello everyone and welcome back to another session of Daily Current Affairs by SSB Crack Exams. I am Chaitanya Purav and I'll be taking you today's session for 22nd of May. So let's begin and talking about SSB Crack Exam. So we are a one-stop solution for all the major defense-related examination. For more details regarding the courses that we offer, you can visit our official website learn.ssbcrackexams where you can get the details regarding the courses for exams like CDS, AFCAT, NDA. For more videos of current affairs and other defense related videos, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel and don't forget to follow us on Instagram as well. You can also download our Android app SSB Crack Exams from Google Play Store, right? So let's start guys, and we shall start with the question of the day from yesterday's session. So I asked you guys about what is the Finance Commission of India, and the answer to this is, see, the Finance Commission is a constitutionally mandated body that is at the center of fiscal federalism. Right? It was set up under Article 280 of the Constitution. Its core responsibility includes is to evaluate the state of finances of the union as well as the state governments, recommend the sharing of taxes between them, and lay down the principles determining the distribution of these taxes among the states as well as between union and the state. Right? The first Finance Commission was set up in 1951, and there have been total 15 different financial commissions in India as of now, and currently 15th Finance Commission is currently present, and this 15th Finance Commission of India, this was formed in 2017, basically constituted in 2017. Right, now let's move ahead guys. We shall start with the articles of the day. So the first news is about the Textiles Committee produces fully indigenous PPE testing equipment kits. Right, so Textiles Committee Mumbai 2 will now test and test as well as certify PPE body coveralls, right, required for health workers, of course, for their fight against COVID-19. Now, this inclusion of Textile Committee as the 9th approved laboratory to test and certify body coveralls has been announced by the Ministry of Textiles yesterday, right? The machine conceptualized and designed completely in-house, that is indigenously produced, and ourselves produced the vital equipment, which is, for example, synthetic blood penetrating testing equipment, which was required for determination of the resistance of protective clothing materials to all kinds of bodily fluids as well as the penetration by blood, right? Now, further, the Ministry of Textiles, which is under the leadership of Smriti Irani ji, and she has been taking several steps to ensure that both quality as well as the quantity of PPE coveralls going up to the desired levels within very short span of time, that is only within 2 months, right? And thereby, if this happens, then India will become the second largest manufacturer of body coveralls, which is just in next to only and only China. So it is leading, China is leading in the manufacturing of PPE kits, while the second position will be held by India. The Textile Committee is a statute. Let me tell you about Textile Committee as well. So it is a statutory body which was established back in 1963 through Act of Parliament and is under the administrative control of the Ministry of Textiles. That is, it works under Ministry of Textiles, right? It has been formed to ensure the quality of textiles and the textile machinery, or all the machineries which is related to the textile industries, both for internal as well as the export purposes, that is internal consumption and export purposes as well. Further, moving ahead, scientists have developed alternative dwarfing genes in wheat which can eliminate rice crop residue burning. Now, why is this in news and why is this important? Let me give you a brief about, let me remind you in fact that we all know about the pollution, the intensity of the pollution that is caused in the during the time of late October and early November, in specifically in Delhi NCR region and the northern part of the country, that is Punjab and Haryana. So that is mainly because of the burning of the crops. So what actually happens is that when they sow wheat and when they reap wheat, the finally grown wheat, that is when they harvest them, there are a lot of length of the wheat which is in the form of straws, dried straws, they are left just because they are of no use, right? So to just remove them quickly, what farmers do, they just quickly burn all of them so that they get eliminated all of a sudden, causing huge amount of smoke, which ultimately leads to air pollution, right? So this is why this is happening. This is happening because of the fact that there are a lot of crops which and usually naturally the crop length is quite high, but now scientists, what they have done, they have found an alternative dwarfing genes, by which what will happen, the overall length of the wheat, that will be reduced. Okay, so if that happens, then of course there will be less amount of straws left in the fields to be burned, and of course thereby there will be lesser amount of pollution when they will be burnt, right? The new alternative dwarfing genes that were developed by Agrahar Research Institute, which is based in Pune, and it is an autonomous institute which works in the Department of Science and Technology. And the name of the two dwarfing genes is Rht14 and Rht18. Now, why is these important? Is because, see, already there was one gene, dwarfing gene Rht1, which was already developed during the Green Revolution period, right? But the problem was that there are many places where there are you can say dry regions where the crop needs to be deeply rooted. So in that case, the growth was not proper. So the new Rh18 or Rht14 genes, they will have a slightly longer you can say file, which is this part of the plant, which is very important for the overall growth of the product, right? Or overall growth of the wheat, right? So this is a new development which was done in this particular field, which is a great you can say, which will be a great boost in reducing the amount of pollution which is caused by burning of the leftover crops. Okay, now moving ahead, guys, let's see the next news. So local to global, Khadi masks to hit foreign markets. So recently under the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan Yojana, what has been done is that the Khadi and Village Industries Commission of India, they have been asked for developing and manufacturing and making a lot of Khadi masks, right? For, of course, COVID-19 purpose. And earlier, since there was a ban on export to all these specifically in particularly these masks out of the country, but now the government have decided to lift this ban, and this will be, of course, in accordance with the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, which also contains one of the slogans of local to global. So this is one of the steps to make the local manufacturers of India, which rely their livelihood on khadi manufacturing, to make it global so that it can be exported to different countries as well, right? The move comes days after the Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi local to global call in wake of Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, like I said, keeping in view the huge demand of face masks. We all know that there is a huge demand of face masks during the global COVID-19 crisis. Now the KVIC has developed double layered and triple layered cotton as well as silk face masks respectively, right? And these will be exported now in different countries, right? Now further, the next news is about 82 UG and 42 PG, that is undergraduate, and 42 postgraduate non-engineering MOOCs to be offered in the month of July 2020 semester, which starts from July 2020 on SWAYAM. Now what is this SWAYAM? SWAYAM is nothing but a government education portal, which I'll discuss in later. Now, Union HRD Minister Shri Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank, he has informed that the students enrolled who are enrolled in universities and affiliated colleges, they may undertake SWAYAM courses and avail credits by completing these courses online as per UGC's present regulations on credit framework for online learning courses. We all know that government has currently prohibited all the educational institutions to be opened. So just to make sure that there is no, you can say, break in the continuation of their studies, the government has decided to promote online learning through their SWAYAM portal, right? He also added that these courses cover subjects areas such as, see, there will all be non-engineering courses. So those courses and those subjects include biochemistry, biotechnology, then biological sciences, then bioengineering, education in fields subjects related to education, law, computer science and engineering, then commerce, management, pharmacy, mathematics, history, Hindi, Sanskrit, etc. Right? Further, the ministry said that in the prevailing COVID-19 pandemic scenario, students, teachers, lifelong learners, senior citizens, and homemakers may also enroll and avail the benefits of SWAYAM courses to widen their horizon of learning. Now, what is this SWAYAM portal? Let me tell you about that also. So, it is just a short form of study webs of active learning for young aspiring minds, and this is a program which is initiated by Government of India and designed to achieve the three cardinal principles of education policy, which is access, equity, and quality, right? And this mainly focuses on you can say the online learning of any particular content. Now we shall end our today's session with the current COVID-19 update in India. So as of now, as of 22nd May till 8 a.m. to be specific, confirmed cases, total number of confirmed cases is 1,18,447 with a record increase in single day of 6,088. Further, the active number of cases is 66,330 because the number of cured cases has also increased, and it has increased to 48,534, which is a good news again. Unfortunately, the number of deaths is 3,583. Now let's move ahead, guys. It's quiz time, and the question for today is, who is the current textile minister of India? And options are Jai Shankar Sharma, Nitin Gadkari, and Srimati Smriti Irani. So the correct answer for this is, of course, C, which is Srimati Smriti Irani, right? The correct answer is option C. Now moving ahead for the question of the day. The question of the day is, what is KVIC? If you know the answer, write in the comment section. Otherwise, the correct answer will be told in the next session. Till next session, guys, take care, be safe, Jai Hind.